Don't try to sneak into your room like that. I know what you've got behind your back. Records. More new records.
A lot of companies like Rolex, Patek Philippe.
So this is like this is storage for all different companies.
Yes, because they are making Pro are making a laundry. They are making wood works. They are making a lot of things, and they have small departments to make our sub-assembly. Here we have about 40 or 50 pallets of stocks for darTZeel, but I don't know where.
From all different companies, all different things.
Yes. Bonjour. Yes, if you look at maybe you could see some Rolex or Patek names on the. Yeah. But if you
they must have high security here because.
Yes, and if you put it on the camera, I have to kill you.
That's okay. I'm old anyway, and your stuff is here too.
Yes, but I know what. I don't know where.
But if you ask, they'll tell you.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Look at the size of this place.
It's quite big. We entered by the other entry. This is the main entry for the trucks.
Wow.
So here we have all the 5 buildings over there, and the 21 is the address we are, and so the trucks can go there and deliver and pick up the last of the end of last year.
And who built this building? Who owns this whole?
The building it was built by a foundation created by the Wilsdorf Foundation, which is Rolex. It's not Rolex because Rolex is also owned by Hans Wilsdorf. Hans Wilsdorf was a very nice guy in Geneva who created a foundation, and he created Rolex. Rolex is a very big actor in Geneva. It's not only a watchmaker; it's also make a very helpful for the community.
I see.
To help
charitable.
Charity, foundation, a lot of things, a lot of events, a lot of things are made by Rolex. But Rolex is not the name Rolex because Rolex is watches.
Right.
But it's part of the big foundation, the Hans Wilsdorf's foundation, and they make a lot of things on Geneva. And they also created other foundation to make buildings like this one or other ones or whatever, to help all companies, and we are very proud to be able to work with them. I will show you.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's really nice for us to ask this kind of people to work with us.
Boy, I don't know if I'd ever be able to not be looking out the window.
Yeah, the window.
So beautiful.
Beautiful. It's the Jura. There is also Harry. You have a very nice neighbor. It's Harry Winston. It's the guy with diamond and watches. Vacheron Constantin. We have the city of the watches here in Geneva.
Any free samples of watches? No free samples?
No. We have to ask, but I don't know. It's still pending.
I don't think there's going to be.
We are lucky today because the nice weather to see the. Do you want to open the window?
How far away is your older factory?
2 kilometers bird fly. I don't. How do you say in English? Direct.
As the crow flies.
Fly.
Crow flies.
Yes. Yeah.
Only crows, not pigeons.
Yeah. It's okay. 2 kilometers.
So it's close.
But Geneva is very small.
Yeah. And so your machine. That machine place and the barn thing, that's still...
Which machine you mean?
The place where you took me where the machining gets done.
The machining. We moved the machining in the other place.
Oh.
Because the plant you saw before, we had to change because the guy wasn't big enough to make all the end-to-end processing.
But this is not really a nursery. Well, it is a nursery. There's no way you can see that's a greenhouse. But what it is a CNC facility where darTZeel manufactures its beautiful, beautiful casework. Oh.
And we need to have a facility. So now it's relocated to Bienne, Neuchâtel, in Switzerland. A little bit 100 kilometers from here.
Oh, so a different person will do all the machine?
Yes, and it was you can see here a brand new prototype.
Interesting.
New guys. Now it was very complicated to make the same, this thing.
Yeah.
And the new guys are making this, and now we are making a new engrazer, new laser process with a new wavelength or special laser that can make the black color without adding acid.
Because this is not on mine. Mine doesn't say very high speed and monaural.
Yes,
it
yes,
does?
yeah,
It
yes.
does? Mine says that.
Of course.
I never noticed it.
It's like user manual. You have to read it, because.
How come I never noticed it?
No, but sometimes people did you write a user manual? Says, yes, but did you read it? No. So why should I bore about writing one? Yeah. And this is the first new front plate made by the new milling plant. This is not the finishing.
Was the old guy sad to see you go after all the years?
No, it was a long process. It took 80 years to leave him because I told him at the beginning we will buy 2 new CNC machine, but at the end we want that you could make it from end to end, from milling to brushing to anodizing and to labeling.
Right.
And it was not really ready to do that.
Yeah. This is.
I know this is a prototype. It's a crap. It's not even the right alloy, so the color is not the right one because it was just to
see that he could do it.
Yeah, that's it. It's a prototype we use many times, and this is the first I just received it to look at the labeling for the quality of the laser. Here, this part here we will close soon. This will be our listening room. This one, all this. It will be about 90 square meters. We have to close with the separation, the walls, and then we will treat the room. Probably put the woods on the floor and a lot of acoustic treatments. So when you will come again, it will be ready to play nice music.
And the neighbors won't complain about the noise?
No. They like it.
And you're going full clips, huh? That's your thing.
This is yes. I have some clips, on because also you will see I ordered the big Jubilee. The Jubilee, the big clips. They will issue
the giant ones.
The giant ones.
You gonna get those?
2 pairs. I'm not sure I can put them in my home because they can't pass the door.
Yeah,
they are too
that's
big.
right. Well, you saw them in half. You bring them in, and then you just glue them together.
That's it. Oh yeah. I can demolish a wall in the house and then rebuild it. And this is 2 rooms here just for a small conference room, but it's not very. As you can see, it's completely still in works. Here you just saw the half, the other part, the most interesting part in the.
But now you don't have to climb up a set of stairs to get to the other part of your offices.
No.
It's all on one floor.
Yes, one floor and
That's
the
good.
stock the second basement. Here. And
Wow.
here, this will be the smaller, but we will move this wall to put the wall here to have a bigger area, and this will be the smaller listening room. The goal is to make the system with the versatile setup, so we can change.
Sure.
To have one system or other system.
Yeah.
The goal is to offer customers any kind of system they want to listen to.
Customers being wholesale customers, being like importers.
Yes, of
not
course.
Not consumers.
Consumers, if they want to,
Really?
to come, but we won't sell direct.
Yeah.
They can listen if they want,
Right.
and then go to your dealer, because some dealers don't have the facility to expose all we will do.
Yeah, and I suppose for some customers to be able to come to the factory where it's made is kind of an exciting thing for them.
Of course, yes. Here, this is like a hub when we have some stuff ready to be shipped. This is now it's not finished because this is the prototype of the very first preamp 15 years ago.
Oh.
With the silver things and the old cars and what did we.
And these batteries, I remember that.
Yeah. Yes, and this is a prototype for just to shooting the new CNC guy, as I was just. And this is my own. Yes, this is the first I made. This one has 20 years now. This one 20 years ago. It's the one I introduced in 2002 at the CO5 show in New York in 2002. It was this one. This is I bought it a few years ago. It's a nice machine from Austria because it has two laser beams, CO2 and semiconductor. So depending on what we want to do, we have two laser beams.
And so this is where you put like front panels in here.
A lot of labeling are in here. It's like, for example, we had three different ways to. This, yes, there is three different ways to engrave, to put a labeling. Either this one was an old one, very nice. When you make the anodizing, when you open the pores, the aluminum pores, to build the tiny aluminum like air, and then you put the pigment inside for the color, and then you put in the very hot water to close the pores. And at this process, when it's opened, you put the ink inside, and when you close, the ink is inside.
It's
encased in the same layer. But it's very difficult to do that with the reliability, with consistency, because it's very delicate, because when the pore is open you can touch it because it's sticky. And it's very delicate. The other things we used after was to engrave with the laser. I don't have here, I will show. The laser is what you have on your amp. It's you put a laser beam, you cross, you go through the anodizing layer, and then it's white, and then you apply special acid, and then it goes black. The third, what we are doing is applying ink like this. It's ink. After it's very nice because the ink is a little bit more shiny, and but the problem, it can wear out after time. So no any process is the best. It's just three different processes. Depends on either the facilities we have and the suppliers, and then we try to optimize and to have the same system for all the future production. And we are. I like the ink because it's difficult here, but I don't know if I put my light, maybe we can see.
These are all considerations that most people don't think of.
No, but it's difficult to see. Normally it should shine a little bit.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I can see the.
It's ink.
Yeah, you can see it.
A lot of gear are made like this, like the vintage gear, like the Studer or Revox machine was done like this. The new one I show you, it's a new process with the laser, because normally with the CO2 laser we could only make the white color inside, not cross through, but inside the anodizing layer. You oxidize just in the middle. It's the 10 microns of thickness, but you engrave in the middle of the 10 microns. And then with the CO2 laser you get a white color, but to get a black color it was not possible until recently.
So what do you do?
So now they can do, because the new wavelength of the new laser technology, changing the wavelength, you can change the color, but you need another laser head. And the big face I show you, it's made with this new process. In the past, when we were working with the previous milling guy, we had up to 30% of reject. And it's a lot. 30% of reject for the monoblock part is just a nightmare.
Yeah, of course it is.
And just before going there, this will be our new kitchen, you mean, because as you can see, the wall here will be removed and put there. So we have about two spaces, same area. This one will be the smaller listening room. This will be a full kitchen with all the oven, plates, so we can make some.
This is the new darTZeel espresso machine.
This is, I will, if you like espresso, I will make you. This is like a Rolls Royce. It's handmade in Florence, Firenze, Florence.
Firenze. Yeah.
It's 40 kilos, huh? It's a big unit.
I roast my own beans.
Yeah. Oh, cool. This is the technical guys down there, and this is the assembly plant.
Wow.
Now we have 4 lines for assembly, so we can assemble 4 different instruments at the same time. And now we are waiting for parts, because the reason there is so many monoblocks waiting here, because we are waiting for the new front plates, the proto you saw on the other room. The last, we can go there, is the bench test. The bench test, it's not as yeah.
It's beautiful.
This last part, the bench test, is not working right now, but this test, it's important to know that all electronic circuits are firstly tested at our other facilities in Yverdon.
Right.
Because we have another team there. We are building our cards, and these cards are firstly tested there. But it's not the same to test the cards separately than testing them
And where is
inside.
that? Where is that?
Yverdon. It's 1 hour drive. Next time you come,
okay.
I will make a big tour, the full tour. Okay. So here we just test we don't use the AP audio precision gear because it's really expensive. We use the English Prism sound. I don't know if you know them, but they're almost the same quality, same features are there, but it's more compact. A lot of Swiss manufacturers use it, like CH Precision or even I don't know others. But this one is quite nice because it's compact and we can make almost the same things. And more interesting for us, we don't measure everything because we know by design, because all the first measurement was done before. It's just a check to control that everything is okay. And then after this, we go to the other side. And now we have a listening bench.
Right.
Also, we use a smaller clips, but it's just to. I like clips because with the high efficiency, if you have a little buzz or whatever, you can immediately hear them.
Yeah.
And so the reason why we put our electronic here on the other part, because sometimes you can hear something you were not able to measure.
Oh.
And that's sometimes when you measure with the A50. You have the noise on the A50, and sometimes there is a noise inside you can see because the ground floor is low, but you can hear something inside. So sometimes here you can hear something you cannot measure.
Oh, interesting.
It's exactly like vinyl. Vinyl, you can hear the music inside the noise.
Yeah.
You know that. And it is because the dynamic is bigger than the signal-to-noise ratio.
Right.
You know, the signal-to-noise ratio is just measured, but the ear can hear the sound behind. That's the magic of vinyl.
Yeah.
You know that because you are the expert. And here, all these.
So these are 458s.
Yes, because this one is a unit we have to upgrade.
This is back to upgrade. I see.
Yes, but we still are waiting for the new
front panels.
This one is blocked for 6 months now. We are 6 months in because we don't have this.
Oh.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, and what's the customer doing?
It's passion. It's a passion guy.
Yeah. It's using Bose right now?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Or Walkman, maybe. And
so yes. when do you think you'll have new panels?
The one you saw there is the prototype. So normally we should receive them in 10 or 20 days. From now it's quite close now. But you know the one. If you look at this finish, it's not the same as the other one. This it's not easy to look to see on the.
That looks more three-dimensional to me. The new one looks more.
Yes, but it's not as good as this one because the new one, the final new one, is even better.
Oh.
But I don't have. Here is when we receive some product from this guy, and normally it's supposed to also have a part of the new brushing, but it's not here. I can't. I don't know. You know, now we are bigger. I don't control everything because my team is here for this, and this is all the forms we use for all the parts for the big monoblocks. All these things are for the monoblocks.
So you're having a growth spurt right now.
Yeah.
And so everything is
bigger
up in the air and
because it was an old dream to me to expand, but it was not easy. And now we had this opportunity, so now we will be able to show to audio community that now we are ready to show that we are what we are capable of. Yeah. And you will be one of the first to come back again with make a big reportage of this part and the Yverdon part with the engineer. We are making the cards and also maybe the milling facility. But it's a big tour. Maybe it will take 2-3 days.
Wow.
If you are ready for this.
I'll be ready.
And this not finished. As told you, I have to make sure I have my keys because without my keys we can go back. And okay, I don't have my keys. Well, I have to remember where are they. That's my problem now. I think just ready. They are.
Well, unfortunately, what happened here is somehow my microphone got disconnected, and I'm really sorry about this. So you'll have to just look and not hear what Hervé is saying as he shows various parts in the inventory. This is obviously a big transformer. And I don't know what happened to the microphone here. But as you can see in this tour, if you had seen the tour of the previous factory, which was located in kind of like a funky loft area in another part of town, this is a big step upward for this company, both in terms of where it manufactures and how it manufactures its products. And when we visited last summer of 2022, they were obviously just getting moved in and just ramping up the production facility. And compared to what they had before, this is really impressive. And again, we'll probably go back at some point to see the progress they've made as they ramp up production in the new facility. As I recall it, what he's talking about here is how they can now integrate the production. Before it was on 2 floors. Some stuff was upstairs, some stuff was downstairs. It was a much smaller kind of cramped facility, and this is just in another world compared to where they used to manufacture. So last summer they were experiencing supply chain issues, the inevitable delays caused by moving to a new machining facility and getting the company's production up to their standard. And I guess what he's showing here is electrical connections that they're adding to the system to improve what they're doing. I'm really sorry that this happened, but of course I didn't notice it till it was too late. But even though you can't hear what he's saying, you can see the size of the manufacturing facility. And downstairs, when we first walked in, was where the multiple companies that that share this facility all have their inventory. And when he needs something, he can call up downstairs and they can find it and bring it upstairs. And also, one thing he showed us that I can't show you because I can't hear what he's saying, is they have a cooperative structure. So outside the main room, where we were already, is a secondary production facility where there are people hired by the group, not just his company, that are capable electrical engineers and assemblers who can be called upon to assist them if they need help with a short-term order. And so it's a very cooperative situation they have in this factory, where they can have workers who are paid by the group take a break from whatever they're doing to help him get products built. The length of this video is it's very upsetting to me that I don't have the audio for this. I don't know what happened, but I'm sure what he's talking about is the fact that this is now a cooperative manufacturing facility where this space here can be utilized by one of many companies that share the floor where he operates. That's about it. I think I saw this on the flying in. I think I passed over this area.
Yeah, yes, it's really it's very probable that you flew over, because it's one of the paths when the flight, depending on the wind direction. Yes. This Carugati is a friend of mine. This guy is one of the biggest Ferrari collectioner here. He has a big.
Is it a big dealer here, Carugati?
Yes, second hand and.
Second hand.
He has a lot of. There's a big underground. I don't know, on the basement, and there are a lot of collection cars. But and this is the guy he's selling a Formula One, the real one, not fake.
Yep.
And
saw that.
He's the biggest paga. You will see, it's funny, because there's a bit war between Patek Philippe and Rolex.
Really?
Who is building the biggest things, who is making the show.
Well, but one is considered a real high-end watch, and one is considered kind of like.
But they are almost, friend.
But Rolex is considered more of a commercial brand.
Yes, of course, it's not the same level at all. But
it's like the only thing missing is the crappy music.
Yeah, it's funny.
Is the disco music and the food court.
I will go. It's not the road to the highway, but I just wanted to show you.
Yeah.
And it's better. I will turn around. But it's a big building, huh?
It is.
You can take it because you have the. Maybe I can.
Oh, that's good. That's a big building.
Yeah.
And when was that building built?
Quite recently, maybe few years ago.
Oh.
I don't remember where. Maybe 5.
It's funny how watches are completely obsolete, but not obsolete.
Yeah. These are the fewest manufacturers that really build everything in Geneva or Switzerland. There are a lot of others.
It's right next door. Rolex.
Yeah. And this is not the phone, because it's the back door. There are Rolex here for the parking, and it's huge. And in Christmas, all the park is decorated with lights. Christmas time. It's huge. It's huge. It's like a village. In Geneva, big, like the same, mirroring.
Amazing.
They have tons and tons of gold here. It's like Folk Knox, but not official.